Hello everyone and welcome to MABA Stadium live in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. The Asean Basketball League game between the Westports Malaysia Dragons and the visitors from Vietnam, the Saigon Heat. It's going to be an exciting game here today because both teams coming off a loss, so both teams desperately need to win. The Westports Malaysia Dragons lost to the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions 104 points to 92, and the Saigon Heat going down to the Chongsang Kung Fu Basketball Club. Welcome once again. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim, Andre Reza, and Ruth Ho, our courtside reporter. Andre, the Dragons in a little bit of a slump on a 5-game losing streak. They need to win to break it and get some confidence back.
Yeah, they do. This is a must-win game. Nothing like playing at home, though, to break that losing streak. It's going to be critical to get some proper output out of Marcus Marshall coming back from an injury, whether he can play at that high rate like he did versus the Saigon Heat the last time they were in MABA Stadium.
Well, Ivan Yeo is injured. News just coming in that he has a lower back hamstring injury. We'll talk more about that a little bit later, but right now we're going to cross over to our courtside reporter Ruth Ho, who's with Coach Adrian, the assistant coach of the Westports Malaysia Dragons, and Kyle Julius, the head coach of the Saigon Heat. Over to you, Ruth.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome down.
Coach, the team has gone through a tough run lately. Execution-wise, what needs to be done to get today's win?
Defense, basically defense, transition D. We got to get defensive rebounds, and yeah, we got to run on the floor as soon as we get a rebound, and then yeah, basically we have to run with pace and space so that we get open looks. That's it.
Now, Marcus Marshall and AJ West has been struggling with consistency. Your thoughts?
Marcus is having a hurt on the knee, so he's been trying hard to play on the court, helping us to contribute some on the board, but let's see what can he contribute tonight. As for AJ had been preached by coach about effort, and then he's put in good numbers last game, but hopefully this game he'll do better.
Thank you very much, Coach. All the best for today. Right now, I'm with Coach Kyle of the Saigon Heat. Coach, your team has played amazing basketball so far. Good job. But consistency seems to be an issue. Why so?
Well, I mean, you know, it's a new culture. We're doing things differently, and it's only been 10 or 11 games. Like, I come from leagues where we play 40 and 50, sometimes 60 games with playoffs. And so 10 or 12 games, guys are still trying to figure things out and feel each other out. So if you look at it, you know, from a big picture basketball scale, we're still trying to figure things out, still trying to figure each other out. I think we have a lot of work to do. I think we've had some good games and some bad games, so it's just kind of a product of just everybody getting used to like the new culture.
Now when Asher gets into foul trouble, the team does freeze up a bit. What game adjustments will you be making in those situations?
I don't know. The last couple of games we've gotten into foul trouble and played pretty good afterwards. So I think we just have to stick to the game plan. The officiating is something that's really difficult to get used to because it changes all the time. So you know, hopefully we can figure it out today and be okay with it.
Thank you very much, Coach Kyle. All the best. It's back to you, Ben and Dre.
Thanks very much, Ruth. And as you can see on screen now, everyone, that our Dragonettes, the cheerleaders led by Jane Victor, the cheerleading coach of the Westports Malaysia Dragons, always doing a fantastic job. And a big shout out to all cheerleaders of the respective teams in the ASEAN Basketball League Season 8, #MakeHistory. Like I said before, with me, Ben Ibrahim, and Andre Reza, your commentators for today. And Dre, this is going to be a close, heated battle.
Yeah, it is. There were some words exchanged at the end of the previous matchup, and you see this matchup between the two teams here. Their last games, rather. Dragons playing Hong Kong Eastern, and both teams looking to bounce back, as we said at the top of the show. Joshua Munson, though, was a key man in that previous game.
Well, Joshua Munson had 30 points against the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions. So that was on Thursday, the 8th of February. So he's playing quite well this season. Those are his average numbers this season. But Munson is carrying this team, and a bit too much in my opinion, Dre.
Yeah, he's going all out, and he's trying to, at times he does force the action, but he needs to make something happen for his team. For the Saigon Heat, Maxi Esho is the main point man, 24.6 points per game, 11 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2.1 blocks. He does it all for the Saigon Heat. For a big man, he can hit that shot from downtown. He's got some shooting touch to contend with.
Well, the Dragons have to be careful today. I mean, in my opinion, again, they've been giving their opponents way too many open looks.
Yeah, the Dragons have played some good defense in spurts they're going to have to pull that together for 4 quarters now if they're going to want to get this win versus a high-octane Saigon Heat offense.
Well, the Saigon Heat, last time they came here, they were a bit unfortunate to lose by 4 points, 87 to 91. That game could have gone either way. The Dragons thought they had that game stitched up, and then some of their players hit some big shots. So are we in for a barn burner finish, as you always say, Dre?
Oh, I'm hoping. I know the fans are hoping, too, to see a high-octane game between these two teams. Both teams have the ability to light it up from downtown. And it's going to be very interesting to see with the first team to get those first couple of stops in key moments down the stretch. Will be likely to be the one that wins this game, Ben.
Well, sorry to interrupt you, Dre, earlier, but as Chris Thomas was telling the Star newspaper, a major English newspaper here in Malaysia, an English bulletin, he was telling the reporter that, look, we gotta start stronger. We can't suck a punch in the face. I mean, I can't remember the exact stats, but against Hong Kong, their numbers were in the 20, their field goal percentage were in the low 20s. But in the second quarter, it was much, much better. And Coach Chris Thomas was saying, look, we've talked about that almost all season long, especially this week. We can't get sucker punched in the face and play catch-up basketball.
No, you can't, exactly. Playing from a deficit, especially in the first quarter, playing from behind is tough for a lot of teams. The Dragons right now are not built for that kind of instant offense. They've got to start strong and keep it up throughout. Otherwise, that comeback attempt usually falls short.
Well, AJ West had a relatively quiet game by his standards against the Hong Kong team. He had 12 points. He was a bit quiet. Marcus Marshall struggled with injury. He had 5 points. So the two imports, I mean, Ruho asked Coach Adrian earlier about consistency of the imports, Drew.
Yeah, that's right. And AJ West had a pretty good game versus the Saigon Heat. He's got to be able to bring that same sort of fire in this game. Marcus Marshall coming back from an injury, 24 minutes, 5 points. The Dragons need him to score more, especially from downtown, if they're going to pull this one out versus the Heat.
Well, the Heat, Akeem Scott, that's their best player. I really, really like him, showing all of us that age is just a number. 38 points against Hong Kong Eastern. And let's have a look at the big men at their averages. West versus Esho. Esho, well, better numbers in the points, but AJ West doing a better job on the boards. And don't forget, AJ West is the league leader in terms of offensive rebounds.
Yeah, AJ West has a high motor, consistently crashing the offensive glass. 8.89 offensive boards per game. That's integral to get those second chance opportunities for the Dragons.
Well, the Dragons got to box out a lot better. I mean, really, we keep saying that almost every game. And I feel like a broken record, to be honest, Dre, but boxing out and working the boards, because I know Coach Chris Thomas, has spoke about, transition, and they're trying to make themselves better in that transition. But in my opinion, it's just look, just really, really body up and, play that aggressive defense. Sometimes the Dragons do it, sometimes they don't. But that's the starting 5 for the team today. AJ West, Kekten Yuen, Marcus Marshall, Joshua Munson. And the starting 5 for the Saigon Heat, well, it's going to be very interesting. Does he start with either Horace Ng Yuen or Stephen Ng Yuen? I spoke to Stephen Ng Yuen before the game, and Stephen Ng Yuen said, I've still got some hamstring problems from the SEA Games. So he's a doubt to start in this game. So, well, let's have a look at it right here. Viet Arno, Maxi Esho, Akeem Scott, Moses Morgan, and Michael Williams. So a very talented 5 there, Jory.
Yeah, that's perhaps the most talented starting 5 in the league right now. They do bring firepower across all of those positions, the ability to light it up from the inside or downtown.
Well, Tony Gabalato, Coach Kyle Julius's predecessor, he always said, I wish I had more depth, because if I had more depth, I probably could have challenged to make the finals. But, it is what it is. But Viet Arnold now, a local Vietnam player, and he spoke to him about that. He's very happy with that change in his passport status and nationality status. He said he's proud of where he's come from, and he's also proud that he's part of not just Vietnam basketball, but Vietnam in general. So we're looking forward to a great game here, Dre. The Dragons really need to start strong. Patrick Kabahu needs to be more consistent, in my opinion, in terms of his shooting. AJ West Marcus Marshall, let's see what happens right here today. Are you expecting a close one, Dre?
Oh, I am. I am. There's a little bit of, I guess, a mini rivalry going on. As the previous matchup between these two teams at MABA Stadium did not end on the best of terms. So it's going to be something that both teams are going to want to hit back on the court at least.
Well, let's hope the basketball is awesome, and let's just leave it as that, because you know what? We love basketball, and we want a close game. So let's hope for a close game, everyone. And thank you for joining us wherever you are from around the world. Watching us on RTM if you're in Malaysia, and ABL live stream on YouTube. And you can also follow the ASEAN Basketball League on Instagram or ABL News on Twitter. And don't forget, the ABL Facebook is very up to date as well. West wins the tip-off. Marshall, he starts, he plays. No injury so far. Hakeem Scott playing defense. Ting to the corner. Munson out of bounds. Bit too much on that, right?
Yeah, that was a good idea there by Ting, passing out that double. Munson was going to be wide open in that corner, but the pass was just a little bit off.
Williams, he had a great game against Chongsan. Esho drives, and he'll go to the charity stripe to get the first set of points, or point, for the Saigon Heat.
Yeah, Maxi Esho, for a big man, can put the ball on the floor and get to the cup. You saw there, taking AJ West off the dribble. He's pretty quick, pretty agile.
AJ West, a political science graduate from the University of Massachusetts. The college they call UMass. He's very proud of his alma mater. Nice guy, Maxi Esho. Good basketball player. We love having him right here in ASEAN, the ASEAN region. ASEAN being Southeast Asia. Marcus Marshall, we like having him too. Hakeem Scott trying to stay with him, but now Moses Morgan trying to stay with him. West posting up. West drives, gets his own miss. Munson, gotta watch the shot clock. Ting drives and scores. Ting with the opening basket for the Dragons.
Yeah, nice finish by Ting. Ting starting off the same way he started off that last matchup versus Saigon, taking it to the rack.
Esho, Morgan, Viet Arnold. Steal by Marshall. What can they do in transition? Almost lost it. Munson pulls up for the three. Yes! Joshua Munson. No surprise right there.
Yeah, that's a great shot by Munson. Defense to offense. Marshall finding Munson. Marshall finding Quek rather, than who found Marshall. Munson.
Viet Arnold. Hakeem Scott to Viet Arnold. Viet Arnold. Munson. Here come the Dragons in transition. Playing high tempo a little bit. Quick handoff to Marshall. Marshall from the baseline. A bit of a tongue twister right there. Quick for the three. Open. Yes! The Dragons have started well. They have said to the press, no more sucker punch in the first quarter, but they need to keep it going.
Yeah, that's a strong start by the Dragons. Great shot by Quek.
Hakeem Scott splits the D. Spoken too soon, Dre.
But you expect the Saigon Heat to hit back because they have that offensive firepower. Hakeem Scott right to the cup.
West. Ooh, bit too much on that. But it still came off. I think it came off Viet Arnold's knee. Dragons to inbound. Marcus Marshall. Munson. In and out. Rebound by Morgan. Munson's former teammate. Don't forget, Munson used to play for the Saigon Heat. Morgan! What a shot from Moses.
Sorry, man. That was some miscommunication on defense right there. Moses Morgan, a deadly three-point shooter. He was wide open, and he was the one that was bringing the ball down.
This is good defense by the Heat, trying to pressure the Dragons. Not long left on the shot clock. Marshall's got to put it up with a runner. Rebound by Scott. Scott, like a locomotive. Morgan to Arnold. Arnold thought about it. Slowing it down. Viet Arnold drives. Viet Arnold struggling with consistency this season. Munson. 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 What a man. What a moment. What a play.
Strong finish by Munson, taking on 3 defenders and getting that layup to go.
Williams to Viet Arnold. Swings to Hakeem Scott. Hakeem Scott, the point guard, drives. Hakeem Scott, so athletic, so creative, so intelligent, and a deadly executioner.
And that was a circus shot by Hakeem Scott, getting that one to drop.
Well, he can just do something from nothing, can't he, Dre? Munson. That's a smart move by Munson. You know, he just said drive. He probably knew that if there was some contact there, he'll get the 2 shots.
Yeah, Munson challenging Esho at the rim here. That's a good move there by Munson. Drawing the foul.
Well, we can't see it on camera now, but Kyle Julius talking to Hakeem Scott and Michael Williams. Joshua Munson, definitely the Dragons' best player this season. Unfortunately, he came the second part of the season. (12-9), still a very close game. This Dragons Sunday crowd. Esho. Here comes Munson. He needs a bit of help though. Munson. 2 shots again.
Again, Munson with some success. Driving against 3 defenders. Gets the foul call this time. See, Munson just goes downhill. That's the thing about Munson. Whenever he gets the ball on the break, he's always turning on those afterburners.
Well, here's some interesting stats, Dre. Mike Williams on foul number 2. Munson already with 7 points. Surprise miss there by Munson. Bounce, the hometown bounce, Dre, as you always say. Dragons up by 4. Still a lot of time left in this quarter. Moses Morgan, hand off to Scott. Let's stay with Scott. Esho! And Esho will go to the charity stripe. What do you think, Dre, about, you know, legal guarding position when you're defending like that?
Yeah, see, Maxi Esho put the ball on the ground, took a swipe from Quek. You can see AJ West coming across the lane there. He was not set when he made contact with Maxi Esho. That's a pretty good call by the referee.
Well, Mike Williams is not the only man in foul trouble. AJ West already on 2 fouls. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Coach CT Chris Thomas rotates his players.
Yeah, you see Kabahog making a very early appearance with 5.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. That does mean that Quek will be guarding Maxi Esho in the paint.
Ooh, tough job. Quek, a 6'7" man going up against a 6'9" man. But that's okay. Quek has come a long, long way this season. Munson, the facilitator at the moment. Well, he was there. Kabaho. Munson. Munson to the corner. Swing. Ting. 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 Ting! What a move and a finish by Ting Chun Hong.
Great ball movement resulted in an open lane for Ting. Hakeem Scott tried to draw the charge. No call by the referee, and the finish by Ting, so that was 2.
Williams. Esho kicks out. Morgan drives for the floater. Gets his own miss. Good hustle there by the Dragons. And it's Dragons ball.
That's good defense there by the Dragons, defending the paint by committee with AJ West out of the picture, and timeout. Coach Chris Thomas wants to talk things over.
Well, it's interesting, like I said at the top of our show today, Dre, no Ivan Yo. So, I mean, in the past, either Coach Ariel Van Guardia I was just saying earlier, Dre, before we throw to our highlights package, Coach Ariel, in the past, he had Kwan Yung Jing and he had Kwek Ten Yuen, but, you know, two big guys, local guys. But now, Coach CT is tested in terms of his depth today. Kabahog for the three. Oh, good tap there by Kwek. Kabahog. Kabahog with a pump. And the basket. Patrick Kabahog, the man who's going to be a father in September. Congratulations.
Yeah, and that was because Kwek was able to screen out two defenders there, giving Kabahog a nice finish down low. Great defense. What a block.
What a block by Ting. Manzan puts it up. Can't finish. Kabahog tries to get the ball, but Esho's right there. Williams. What's the call there, Dre? I missed that.
Looks like it'll be a reach-in foul. Reach-in foul on Marshall. See here, getting right by Marshall. Lateral movement still a little bit slow for Marcus Marshall. That's why he had to give up that foul.
Mike Williams, what a shot for the deuce to make this a 4-point ball game. It's been an explosive start by both teams, Dre.
Yes, it has been an exciting offensive production as Ting pulls up a three and nails it.
Ting Chun Hong having a great game. He's been inconsistent this season, but he wants to make it count, and he made that shot count. Well done. Akeem Scott is dangerous. And once again, small but good. Munson one-on-one with Viet Arnold. Falls short.
Looking for a call, you see, looking at the referees incredulously. Instead, it will go back to Saigon. This first quarter has been like a track meet. Both teams just running back and forth.
Well, here's an interesting move. Teo Kok Hao, the point guard. Well, the shooting guard stuck in a point guard's body, as we always like to tease him. He's on the court right now for Ting. Wong Yi Hao on the court for the Dragons as well. So, Dragons going a bit small, Dre.
There they are.
Williams splits that Dragons D. Munson. Handoff from Kwek to Munson. Kwek. He was looking
go up
for...
there.
Sorry, what were you saying, Dre?
Sorry, Kwek's got to go up there in the high pick and roll. The high pick and roll has been, with Kwek and Munson, has been fruitful for the Dragons. But in that situation with no shot blocker on the inside on that rotation, you see Kwek gets the ball, only Scott in front of him. He needs to take that shot. He's much bigger than the defenders down there.
I think that's a confidence thing about Kwek. You know what I mean? And we've always commented about Kwek's confidence. It's improved over the years. That he's building that athlete swagger about him. But sometimes, like you said, he's just got to go for it.
Yeah.
Williams. 3-point ball game in favor of the Dragons. Defense is the word by the Dragons fans. Esho throws it down. Maxi Esho and one.
Maxi Esho powers through the contact with that slam. See that again. Esho crashes the lane. Throws down the hammer. Kwek doesn't know where the contact was, but we could see it in slow motion there.
This to level the game, and we are at parity. And Stephen Ng Yuen, number 1, coming on court right now. Stephen 2, Ng Yuen. Good start by the Dragons earlier, but well done to Saigon for coming back. Kabahak with the turnaround 2. Stephen Wang with the rebound. He's got a point to prove. Williams in and out. But full rebounding there by the Dragons. Stephen Ng Yuen. Scott. Pushing foul, so that will be Saigon ball.
Yi Hao calling the foul, trying to keep Morgan out of the paint on that post up.
2 minutes and 14 seconds left. Moses Morgan, if he can hit this, he can give Saigon back the lead. Moses Morgan, remember when he came to the league, Drew?
Yes, I do.
Well, Moses Morgan, don't forget, is an ASEAN import. His mother is part Thai from Thailand. We always forget that he's an ASEAN import. Moses Morgan bricks that. Lucky for the Dragons. Off the hook for now. Munson, Hakeem Scott using his speed to try to stay with him. Quick with the screen. 10 left on the shot clock. Munson. Quick lost the ball. Quick's got to be a bit more assertive and alert today, Dre.
Yeah, considering he had that mismatch down low, Hakeem Scott was guarding him. He's got to take control of that and score.
Morgan. Well done, Moses Morgan.
Moses Morgan caps off a 9-0 run by the Saigon Heat. That's why they have the lead right now.
It's a good run. Kakao has hardly played. Quick is having one of those days. And his team really need him because the Dragons' depth is really tested today. Ivan Yeo with an injury. John Ng hardly playing any minutes this season. AJ West in foul trouble. Williams works glass and in. The biggest lead thus far for the Saigon Heat. Munson, Kabahog with the hook. Gets his own miss. Dragons ball.
Strong play there by Kuala. Could not get that jump hook to go, but managed to get his own rebound, keeping possession with the Dragons.
Ting back in and Joshua Munson going to the bench. That's interesting. Just one, I think Coach CT Thomas wants to just save him a bit. Yihao. Ooh, Yihao expecting the foul. Good defense by Saigon. Scott. Oh, what a move by Scott. Just attacks the cup and scores. Yihao. Kakao. 4 locals on the court for the Dragons, Dre. Patrick Kabahug. Kakao puts it up and scores!
And referee calls a double foul. Let's take a look here. Great move though by Kakao. A little bit of hesitation, goes under the arms of Stephen Wang. On camera, it looks like between Viet Arnold and Quek, they get tied up. That does mean Quek also has 2 fouls, so the 2 key big men for the Dragons in foul trouble.
This is going to be interesting. The 2 big men in foul trouble, like you said. How Thomas plays it. These are tough times. These are testing times for the Dragons, right?
Yes, it is.
Williams dribbling between the legs. Williams, crossover, kicks out. Morgan pulls up. Hits the iron. Back tap by Williams. Viet Arnold. Not like Arnold, he glides to the basket. Munson, Kabahug doesn't make it. And Saigon finished strong to lead after the first quarter, 28 points to 22. And the second quarter about to start in just over 30 seconds. And we'd just like to give a big shout out to all our fans watching this game, leaving a lot of comments on the ABL live chat. And there's a question there from avid ABL fan Fandi Alamak. And Fandi, thank you always for watching our games. And Fandi has put a comment right there. Where is the Dragons' interior defense? And he was asking about Ivan Yo. So Fandi and everybody out there, Ivan Yo is injured with a hamstring lower back injury, as we said at the top of our show today. But Fundy's got a point, Dre.
Yeah, without any interior defense right now, AJ West and AJ West and Quek had 2 fouls each to end the first quarter. You see AJ West back on the floor. Hopefully that helps shore up the defense of the Dragons.
Ng Yuen. Hand off to Morgan. Morgan to the corner, pulls up. Horace Ng Yuen. Horace Ng Yuen, the local. And now the Dragons are in a little bit of a hole. See how they respond. Ting for the 3. In and out.
Oh, Dragons got to recognize that mismatch. Every time out of that high pick and roll, the big man is wide open down low versus a much smaller defender, as Saigon missed that putback attempt.
Here comes Munson. The afterburners are on. West. Pump fake. Glass and in. Smart move, AJ West.
AJ West not giving up on the play. Good putback there.
Williams. Hakeem Scott now not on the court, Dre. So good to see Kyle Julius with the rotation. Good footwork there by Esho. Munson. AJ West thought about the screen earlier. AJ West posting up on the bigger Esho. West. Oh, smart move once again. He just keeps it simple, doesn't he, Dre?
Yeah, strong move by AJ West. Just forcing Esho underneath the rim and then goes up, knowing that Esho can't challenge that shot there.
Morgan. Ng Yuen to Horace Ng Yuen. In and out. Munson. Morgan tried to challenge for the ball. Gotta be careful, gotta protect. Teo Kok Kao thought about giving it to Marshall. Ting. Teo Kok Kao pulls up. West with the rebound. There's a mismatch right there. Good put in there by Ting Chun Hong. Just smart move, Drake.
Yeah, AJ West again with his motor getting that offensive board, passing it out to Ting as he crashed to the ground.
Morgan pulls up, open. This is a good run here by the Dragons, Dre. They're getting some stops. Can they capitalize? Munson! Ooh, that would have brought the house down.
Again, Munson going downhill, attacking 3 defenders. Manages to come away with a shooting foul and go to the line for 2 shots.
Joshua Munson. He's been not at his best from the charity stripe today, Dre. Not the Joshua Munson that we're so accustomed to.
No, he's definitely having some problems from the free throw line right now.
Needs to make every shot count. This is a very talented Saigon Heat team. So still, Coach Kyle Julius preserving with Horace Ng Yuen, Mike Williams, Maxi Esho, Moses Morgan, and Stephen Ng Yuen. Williams, Munson. Here comes one. Yihao open. Marshall. Ting for the 3. Williams with the rebound. Morgan. And that's Dragons ball. I thought that was an interesting call. Kyle Julius got to be careful. He's talking back to the refs. Yeah, these referees do not take any lip.
No, they don't. And he may have a point there. The ball did take a very interesting pass outside.
I mean, I agree with you, Dre, but you know what? I mean, these guys, they have the whistle, so we have to respect what they say.
That's right.
Respect for the game. Respect for our refs. Turnover. Esho drives. Ooh, Akeem Scott with the putback dunk. Little man can dunk.
No, that was spectacular, even if it didn't count. Let's see, Maxi Esho. Big man handles the ball, almost gets it someone to drop, and out of nowhere, Akeem Scott shows that he's got hops. That putback. Reminiscent of Isaiah Thomas, how he was like that little guy, but he could really get up there. You've seen some particular Isaiah Thomas of old, not the new Isaiah Thomas, not the one that just got recently
What did you say? Isaiah Thomas the what?
Of old.
Of old. I thought you said Isaiah Thomas the Bull. I said, that's the Piston, man. Don't incite Bulls fans. Esho makes 1 out of 2. Marshall. Esho missed his first free throw just earlier. Marcus Marshall, he's been battling some injuries lately. Marshall, yes! Nothing but net for Marcus Marshall.
Yeah, Marcus Marshall, methodical with that, just made his way down into the painted area, pulling up.
Well, his first bucket of the game. Esho answers with a shot of his own. Maxi Esho having a great game, and no surprise right there. He's got 12 points already. 6 minutes to go before halftime. Marshall, Yeehaw thought about the 3. This is good pressure defense by the Saigon Heat. Munson thought about the step back 3. Again, good defense. Ooh, great defense by Saigon, Drew.
Yeah, that was a great defensive possession by Saigon, forcing that rush shot by Munson.
Mike Williams.
They've done well to weather the Dragons' run. Saigon have. They still have that 5-point lead.
Akeem Scott now back on. They've got to be careful, the Dragons. He'll go to the line.
Akeem Scott, so crafty with the ball. He's not the youngest guy out there, but he can get to the rim with the
Well, don't tell him that. Because when I asked him about his age and how he's feeling, when I first got to know him, I still don't know him very well, but he's a good guy. But he just got a bit defensive to me and said, "Hey man, age is just a number." I was like, okay, true. It's a cliche saying in life, age is just a number, but this guy, very athletic, looking after his body well, playing very well. So execution, awesome, not just today, but almost every game that I've seen him play. Don't forget, 38 points against Hong Kong just recently. The MABA crowd trying to put him off.
I say guys like Akeem Scott thrive when the crowd boos him. When the opponent's crowd is in his face, you know he's going to thrive on that. He seems like that kind of guy.
Well, he looks very, very mentally tough. He's not bothered about what people think. He just executes. I mean, he's from Harlem in America. Akeem Scott played basketball in 7 different countries. Quick. Yeehaw. This is that. Akeem Scott. Like the Flash, Dre. Like the Flash.
Akeem Scott was like a blur. He just, you couldn't even blink and he was already scoring. That's like, I believe that's 20 points in the paint now for the Saigon Heat.
Hope you enjoy our highlights package put together by our production team after every timeout. 5 minutes and 11 seconds left in this quarter. Before halftime, the Dragons trail by 9 points. Saigon playing some good basketball. Quick. Pushing. So that call will go against Joshua Munson, so Saigon will have the ball back. And the Dragons will have a break after this for about 5 days. So there's a Chinese New Year break, which is next week. Morgan pulls up, he was open, yes! Knocks it down, Moses Morgan.
You can't give a shooter of Moses Morgan's caliber that much space on the perimeter. Got to get right up in his face.
Turnover. Hakeem Scott, can he punish? Good pass, Esho! Missed up! He hits the rim. Morgan to Williams. Williams pulls up. Oh! Deadly! From downtown. Well done, Mikey Williams. Munson. Yihao. Yihao. Shots not going down, Dre, and Saigon on fire. Turnover. Can the Dragons get something here?
Referees call an unsportsmanlike foul on that one. I just saw the referee signal unsportsmanlike. Was that the case? I believe so. Yes, you see Munson at the line by himself.
So they'll get the ball back.
They will.
Joshua Munson make his first shot. Now Ting on the court. It's Ting, Kwek, Marcus Marshall, AJ West, Munson for the Dragons. Marshall. Marcus Marshall for the three. Falls short. Esho with the rebound. Esho. Dragons got to organize their defense. Morgan. They are hot from downtown. The Saigon Heat.
Moses Morgan with another three-pointer. Still defense.
There's a lot of talk out there, Dre.
Yeah, you can see Hakeem Scott not happy with that call. Just briefly on camera just now. You see he's talking to anyone who will listen to him. He's pulling my hand, ref. He's pulling my hand.
Well, now John Ng on the court for the Dragons, Dre, the veteran. The man who played for the KL Dragons Basketball Academy in the off-season in the Malaysian Pro League.
It's good to see a veteran out there. Let's hope he can contribute as the Dragons botched that inbound attempt.
This has been a really, really tough quarter for the Dragons, Dre. Shots not going down, giving the Saigon Heat way too many open looks. Scott, good block there by AJ West, but Saigon get the ball back, and Saigon will inbound.
A reaching foul, I think, on Joshua Munson. See here, Hakeem Scott all the way into the paint. AJ West there to reject that shot, and Munson guilty of a reach-in.
Hakeem Scott to inbound. They got to stay with Moses Morgan. Horace Nguyen. Joshua Munson with the rebound. Out rebound, Hakeem Scott. Munson. Munson. He'll get 2 shots. Dragons.
See Munson on the break. The only one up front. Challenges Moses Morgan, who was not in position. good things happen when Joshua Munson turns on those afterburners on the break.
But he needs help, Dre. He needs help. He needs help from his teammates. He can't carry this team this all season long. He's only one man. It's a 14-point lead for Saigon. And now Viet Arnold coming back on for Horace Nguyen, who's played quite well. Horace Nguyen, a man who doesn't get much game time for the Saigon Heat. He's made a shot from downtown to get 3 points. Viet Arnold, the man who studied at Montana State Billings, behind the back pass, Esho! The no-look pass by Viet Arnold.
Yeah, Viet Arnold with a little razzle-dazzle.
Munson. Steal by Scott. Scott drives and one. Hakeem Scott.
That was not a good foul by Munson.
The Dragons in a tough spot.
All right, let's go now. I think you guys know what's happening right now. We need to score. Press 3. Oh, that's too easy. It's too easy. But you know how we do it.
Chris Thomas just trying to inject some confidence into this Dragons team, but Dre, that's a tough one when you're on a 5-game losing streak and you're down by almost 18 points. Well, 18 points exactly, to be honest.
Yeah, it's tough. Again, the Dragons trying to come into MABA Stadium to break this 5-game losing streak. The locker room, I know, is gonna have a hard time bringing up the energy. You need that energy to get this win versus Saigon Heat.
Well, it's frustrating if you're a Dragons fan, but take nothing away from Saigon. They've played some good two-way basketball today. Munson pulls up for the 3. In and out, AJ West stuck in traffic. Travel call will go against AJ West.
And Maxi Esho writhing in pain on the floor. You see here, Munson misses this jumper. AJ West clearly gets the rebound, swings his shoulders a little bit, and referee says he shuffled his feet. Maxi Esho picking himself off the ground now. He's winded.
Well, I'm glad he's just winded, and I was fearing for him. I thought that was a knee injury, and we never, ever, ever like to see that because sometimes it's career-threatening, isn't it?
Yeah, it was clearly in the midsection. I don't think it was intentional, just...
Well, AJ West just had a word with Esho earlier. Viet Arnold and said, no harm intent. Williams behind the back. Esho open for the 3. Williams with the rebound. Moses Morgan has come alive from downtown today, right here at MABA Stadium.
Moses Morgan, that's his 3rd 3 in a row. That's another turnover, and Morgan on the break.
Well, what can you say to this? The Dragons being punched on the ropes and being beaten. They need to come up with something. John Ng, the veteran, can he turn the history books into reality again.
No, that was an offensive foul called on the Dragons. Let's see this replay here. A handoff. That was some good. That was a questionable call, I think. It looked like John Ung was still in the process of handing that ball over. Hakeem Scott.
Well, you're the analyst, Ray. I mean, yeah, that's your job, man.
Would not want to.
Morgan! Yes, another three! Moses. Mr. Shooting the lights out. Manzan. Manzan drives. Tried to go for the finger roll. Esho. Esho, there's a mismatch right there over the way smaller Chiu Kok Hao. And some fans are leaving already. This is a tough one to watch. Kok Hao well, was he trying to pass it? Was he trying to scoop it? Doesn't matter because Saigon have the ball and turnover.
The Dragons have just got to finish this quarter strong at least. Try to get back into this game. They need an emotional boost here. Finishing off this quarter with the basket is going to help with that. Although it's a tall task here to get back into this game. Still a lot of time left though.
Well, Coach Chris Thomas has brought on a Heng Yi Tong. Remember that when we called that in the FIBA Under-18 Asian Champions 3x3?
Well, when you need some energy, you bring in the young guy.
Well, Heng can shoot. Let's see if he can catch fire right here. Manzan. Ting.
Good rebound there by Ting.
Well, Heng Yi Tong had a decent show for he played in the Yagong Cup, played for Johor. And Ting Chun Hong makes one. But look at this scoreboard, Trey. We didn't expect this.
No, again, we said at the top of the show, though, high-octane offense. High-octane offense of Saigon Heat. You got to be careful of that.
Well, if you're watching this game and you're a Saigon Heat fan, be happy. Because your team is up by quite a bit right here at MABA Stadium. It is, at the moment, right here in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, Saigon 64. The Westports Malaysia Dragons 36. We're just going to take a short break, but when we come back, it's the second half right here at MABA Stadium. Don't go away.
Two contestants from the crowd. I need two contestants. Two contestants. How about from this side over here? Anyone want to go? Anyone? Okay, come on over here. All right, and our next contestant. Just one only. And our next contestant, yeah, come on now. Two contestants only for this game, two contestants only. I'm sorry, two contestants only, we have a two. Right here, two. to you, all the way from around the world, Canada, Australia, and right here, down in Malaysia.
Just keep trying, try to find something. Shit, my chair's about to break. Okay, come
All right, once again, we have a special performance for you right here.
on.
At center court, make some noise for Nick and Sasha. who are wearing a Westports Malaysia Dragons merchandise, any Westports Malaysia Dragons merchandise, come on out here to center court. All right, come on, you guys. All right, these two, how about over here? Anyone? Anyone? Yeah, come on. You good? Come on. There we go. 2, 3. Okay, we got that. Let's go. No more. All right, guys. Half-court shot, more chance to win an away game trip, okay? That's right. An away game trip with the Westports Malaysia Dragons for 2 days and 1 night. And we have so many of you right now, so we're going to start really quickly. We need some balls. Where's the balls? I need some balls. Come on. There we go. You can't do a half-court shot without a ball. Can we get another ball? All right, you first. What's your name? Ethan. All right, Ethan. Right here. Let's go. Give it up for Ethan, everybody. Go, Ethan. It's up. It's close, Ethan. Oh, my. Ethan, well done. That was very close to you. So who's next? All right, what is your name? Kenny. All right, guys, we got Kenny right here. Kenny. It's going up. It's close. It's slightly off. Nice shot, Kenny. Thank you so much. Who is next up? Kobe. All right, Kobe. Let's go, Kobe. Give it up, everybody. This is yours. It's close. A little short. Nice try there. All right, what's your name again? Vernon. Everybody, give it up for Vernon. Come on, let's go. Vernon. Your time to shine. It's up. Everybody's pretty close today. Pretty close. Let's see who's going to get it in. What's your name? Marcus. All right, Marcus. Let me see you. You see it up there, Marcus, everybody. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Still going to work on that one. All right, next up. Repping the Dragons right here. What is your name? Martin. Everybody make some noise for Martin. Come on. There we go, Martin. It is up. Oh, that was close. Very close. Hank. All right, so this is Hank. We have a few more left. Hank, it goes up. It goes down. Oh, Hank. You left me hanging. All right, Darren. Make some noise for Darren, everybody, right here. This is the big guy. It is up. Oh, it is close. It is close. This is the last three right here. What is your name? Richard. All right, this is Richard right here. Let's go. See what you got. He's got a twist. Oh, nice try, nice try. A little more legs. A little more legs. All right, what's your name? Jeremiah. All right, Jeremiah. Let's go. This is your chance. Everybody make some noise. Jeremiah is up. We're going on a 2-day, 1-night away trip with the Westports Malaysia Dragons. All right, and since we have him here, where's the birthday boy? Where's the birthday boy? Lewin, Lewin, come on over here. Come on, Lewin. All right, so we're going to give you a chance as well. Come on over here for a free throw. Go ahead. All right, come on. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. We play. We play. A free throw. It's up to you. Your choice. Okay, let's go for the free throw. All right. Here we go. Oh! Free throw. There you have it. Let's get started. We have our winner of half-court shot. Well done. We're going to get your information. Thank you so much for participating. This is halftime with your Westports Malaysia Dragons right here in MABA Stadium. Okay, don't forget, down in our mezzanine level, we also have arcade basketball. You can win mystery prizes just by participating in the top 3 scorers of our arcade basketball will be revealed in our third to fourth quarter. And also, don't forget, fun prize represents beer pong. If our friend, buy some cans, get out there and play some beer pong.
Welcome back to MABA Stadium, everyone. The game today between the Westports Malaysia Dragons and the Saigon Heat. At the moment, the Saigon Heat, well, in the second quarter, came up with all the answers, and the Dragons struggled. The Saigon Heat leads 64-36. The third quarter about to start. You're with us, Ben Ibrahim and Andre Reza. And Dre, what can the Dragons do to get back into this game?
Well, number one, they've got to take better care of the ball. 13 turnovers already. And it's only been one half of basketball. Saigon was able to score 23 points from those 13 turnovers. So, again, take care of that basketball. Don't turn it over.
Protect the ball quick. Attacks. West. And it's going to be Dragons ball from the inbound. Moses Morgan, they've got to do a better job in terms of defending the perimeter, Dre.
Yeah, they do. Moses Morgan was hot from downtown. I think he was 5 of 6, if I'm not mistaken, from three-point territory.
West! Is that the dunk that gives the Dragons fans some hope and the Dragons team a bit of a spark?
That's definitely a good start to this second half of basketball.
Williams. Well, that was pushed quite quickly. Mikey Williams from the corner for 3 points. Manson. Let's go, Dragons, let's go. Good defense by Mike Williams, but Ting with the ball. Ting thought about a pull-up. Quick makes the three-point shot. So this is much better by the Dragons, but they need to get some stops, Dre.
Yeah, they do. The Saigon Heat still shooting at a high rate from downtown. You got to get some stops right here as Moses Morgan just glides to the basket.
What kind of defense was that by the Dragons? That was poor defense. Munson. Kabahug posting up against the younger Arnold. Good pass, good movement, and one.
No? I think referee called
the 3-second rule.
3-second violation. That was some good ball movement.
That was exciting. Oh, well, that's the game sometimes. And to be fair, the referees have been very consistent on that call all season long, right, Dre?
Yeah, they have been. and they want to clean things up a little bit here. So, you know, they're going to make sure they tighten out the game as a wild pass nearly goes over Munzen's head.
Munzen. Kwek with the rebound. Good rebound and putback by Kwek Ben-Yen.
That's great to see Kwek making an impact. He didn't play many minutes, and I don't think he played any minutes in the second quarter, did he, man?
Not really. But the Saigon Heat are hitting back every time the Dragons score, Dre. Got to get back in transition, play tough defense, pressure the ball,
yes,
stay with your man.
You cannot trade baskets with them right now.
Too much. Kabahog. Tap by West. Kwek. West. Oh, misses the dunk. Ting tried to get the ball off Williams, but Moses Morgan. Williams. Screen by Esho. Esho open from the elbow. Munzen, here he comes. Afterburner's on. Will he pass? Will he go for it himself? He's just trying to protect the ball. Dragons trying to get in position. Munzen to the corner. Kabahog hits the iron. Viet Arnold with the rebound. Look at Saigon. Quick in transition. Hakeem Scott kicks out. Morgan loses the ball. And the Dragons fans trying to let Morgan know that he lost the ball.
Yeah, that was, you know, the Dragons were bringing a sigh of relief there. Moses Morgan was wide open.
This is a nightmare score if you're a Dragons fan, but give credit to where credit is due. Saigon played a great second quarter.
Another turnover by the Dragons.
It started promising, Dre. The first quarter, the Dragons came out firing and they were here to play, but all of a sudden just really, really novice mistakes in the second quarter. And lack of defense in this quarter costing them. Esho, Morgan, can't leave him open. Got to stay with him, Morgan!
Moses Morgan. See, the threat of that three, that little fake, let him get to the cup. As a steal here by Saigon.
Hell ball. What will the referee call here? Because he said there was contact to the neck. And that will go against the Dragons. Coach Chris Thomas is up and livid.
Let's see here. They were just fighting for the ball. Referee called one on Munzen. That will be his fourth personal foul, man, on Joshua Munzen.
Really?
Yes. According to the board right here that we're sitting, scoreboard shows 4. Let's see if they change that.
I just didn't feel that Joshua Munzen made a lot of fouls today.
That's going to be key. Joshua Munzen is the engine which gets this Dragon team going.
Well, he's not just the engine, he's the everything of the Dragons. Hakeem Scott puts it up. Kabahog with the rebound. Kokau, the backup point guard. Chill Kokau. Kabahog. Kabahog. Dragons need to take the shot. Kabahog. West. Esho. The life is a little bit flat here for Dragons fans, but the Dragons are trying. But Saigon with all the answers and the floater and sinks it. Mike Williams. Kabahog. Kokau pulls up for the three. West with the rebound. West. And scores from underneath the basket. AJ West. AJ West today with 8 points thus far. Esho. Esho puts it up. Hakeem Scott with the rebound. Look at Hakeem Scott. He's a live wire.
Hakeem Scott, the smallest guy on the floor, getting that offensive rebound. You know, you got a lot of heart when you can out-rebound guys a foot taller than you.
Not just heart, athleticism, ability, strength. And Hakeem Scott, he's really, really, I mean, he's my nominee for best world import, Dre.
Well, he's definitely making a showing of it.
The Dragons down by 30 points Over 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Joshua Munson in foul trouble. Kokau calling for a 3-man play. Kokau. Ting open. Screen, AJ West with the screen. AJ West, will he kick? Yeehaw for the 3. West with the, oh, well done, AJ West. With a putback, but they've got to get back in transition. Hakeem! Can we say, Dre, he's like a dream?
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but Hakeem Scott, you can't even finish saying his name and his scores on the other end.
Well, maybe we can call him Hakeem the Flash or something. I don't know. He's good. He's strong, athletic, fast. Morgan puts it up. Look at Hakeem Scott again. He's taking on 3 guys past the Esho. What a finish by Maxi Esho of the Saigon Heat.
And Hakeem Scott is everywhere right now. Offensive rebounds, fast break, layups.
Kokau. Quek thought about the screen. Kokau. Quek. Yeehaw trying to get in there. Quek with a turnaround 2. Good hometown bounce right there to make it a 31-point game.
Quek being a bit more aggressive. It's almost forced to steal the Dragons do. And Hakeem Scott.
He almost beats the double team. But here comes Kokau. The locals of the Dragons being tested. Kwek Ten Yuen. Oh, the Dragons fans are like, oh, where is it? Where is the production, aka points, gonna come from? But the Saigon Heat definitely not taking the foot off the gas tray, pumping it, firing it, and going, and just consistently going for it.
Yeah.
So Coach Chris Thomas going with John Ng, Joshua Munson, Wong Yi Hao, Teo Kok Hao, and AJ West. Yi Hao falls short. Esho picking it up. Esho with a fake. Munson, he's on the court despite his foul trouble. Kok Hao to the corner, pulls up Munson. Misses that. John Ng had the ball but lost it. Joshua Munson also a little bit cold. Dre, maybe his confidence is a little shot. He's just trying to do everything.
Yeah, he is. He's really been pushing the action for the Dragons, trying to make something happen. Dragons just need to get a couple good possessions on offense.
Turnover right there. Kokau, Yi Hao drives, can't finish.
That was a good pass by Kokau on the break. Yi Hao has got to do a better job of finishing that one.
Coach Chris Thomas in the face of the referees, not agreeing with a call. But he's no different to many other coaches out there, Trey. Very rarely do coaches eye to eye with referees. AJ West, John Ng. John Ng, the veteran. He doesn't get many minutes or points during the season, so John Ng, thanks for being with us all the time. Us being the ABL, played in this league for a very, very long time. Michael Williams. Williams pulls up. Good shot there by Michael Williams. Munson. Yeehao almost lost the ball, but got it back. Yeehao. And the referee makes the call. Dragons ball.
Yeah, that was a lot of contact there. Yet Arnold guilty of bodying up a little bit too much. Referee makes that call.
AJ West to the bench. Kwek Den Yuen on the court right now. Can he spark something for the Dragons? John Ng. Hand off to Kok Hao. Kok Hao. Good pass, but John Ng couldn't hold on to the ball. Viet Arnold. He's made some good passes today. Viet Arnold, almost like a basketball celebrity to the basketball fraternity in Saigon, in Vietnam. Michael Williams. Munson. Pulls up with a long three. Way off target.
That was not a good possession.
Well, the Dragons are just desperate to get production, Dre. Where Saigon are just chipping away at it. And they can, because they've got such a big lead. Esho. Morgan. Almost lost the ball. Esho there, but he got it. Esho for the long three. Shot clock violation. Kwek. Attacks and scores and one. Gets the hoop and the harm. Kwek Den Yuen.
Strong move by Kwek. Takes it off the dribble. Managed to get that one to drop. We go to the line for one more here.
Well, that's all the Dragons can do, Dre. And don't forget, the Dragons, yes, they have a full bench, but don't forget they're missing Ma Chi Quen and No Shi Fai. Two very good shooters, Dre. And we saw in the Agong Cup at the end of last year at Christmas, Ma Chi Quen had a great final shooting-wise.
Yeah, and also veterans of the game. They know how the ABL is played. They know the pressure and the physicality that's involved in playing in the Asean Basketball League.
Two very good shooters who Coach Chris Thomas can rely on. Morgan, he's a good shooter. What did I tell you?
The closeout has to be more aggressive when you see Morgan on the perimeter. Make him put the ball on the deck. Trust your defense is going to be there to help you.
Good points there, Drake. Kwek. Strong, and a strong finish, even stronger finish by Kwek. As usual, Kwek, regardless of the scoreboard, having a great game. He's been consistent this season. Good for him. Kwek Den Yuen. Yeah. Hakeem Scott. Sorry, Drake. Look at that. Hakeem Scott gets his own miss. He's an Energizer Bunny, and he gets the basket. And he gets the foul as well. He's great to watch.
Hakeem Scott misses once, misses twice. Says, I'm not going to miss a third time. Gets that one to go.
I think he's not human. I think he's an android. I think he's the Terminator.
He's definitely providing the most energy out of any player on the floor right now.
Hakeem Scott with 20 points. Kok Hao just slowing it down. Over 10 seconds left in this quarter. Kok Hao lost the ball. Munson. Not long left. They want the last play. Munson for the three. And Hakeem Scott heaves it. And will fall way short. At the end of the third quarter, it is the Saigon Heat up by 31 points, 87-56. Kyle Julius talking to his troops now, and he would be a very happy coach today. Not just with the way they've played, Dre, but the way they've executed their offense and consistently played defense.
Yeah, definitely on both sides of the ball. Saigon Heat have been the better team, forcing turnovers on the defensive end and shooting a red-hot percentage from the field on offense.
Don't forget the Saigon Heat on the 14th of February. It's not a date, it's a game against the Mono Vampire Basketball Club in Thailand. That'll be a tough assignment for the Saigon Heat on Valentine's Day. And then just a couple of days later, they'll take on the CLS Knights in Indonesia. So they've got two fairly tough games coming up.
Yeah, they do, and a win here is going to really help boost that morale.
Well, they were known as the Giant Killers at one point when they defeated Cheongshan and Hong Kong. Don't forget they defeated Hong Kong twice. Morgan thought about the screen. Williams, this is great teamwork right here. Good. Manzen tried to feed it to West, but he went up. So he is fouled. 2 shots for the Monsoon man. Dragons will take a little bit of a breather for the Chinese New Year break. I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all our viewers, not just in Malaysia, but around the world, those who are celebrating Kong Hee Fat Chai, happy Chinese New Year, happy 2018. May this year bring you a lot of health and prosperity.
Always, always.
So, and to all our viewers, fans watching in Vietnam, Xin Chào, which means hello. Don't forget, the Vietnam fans do a very good job in Vietnam, filling the stadium all the time. It's not a basketball game in Vietnam, it's an entertainment product. So thank you to the Vietnam fans for making the effort every home game for the Saigon Heat. Your franchise has come a very long way. Williams had to go for the rebound. Kabahog and Williams tussling, but Williams wins that one. Stefan Ng Yuen drives, falls short. Manzen in foul trouble, but he's not bothered. He just wants some baskets. Manzen almost lost the ball. Kokau from downtown. Yes! Swishes the three-pointer to Kokau.
Nice move there by Manzen to find Kokau wide open on the perimeter. Dragons need at least another 10 more of those shots.
10 more.
Baskets.
Well, they're going to stop right there. Here's Kokau. They've got the numbers. Pass to Manzen. Pulls up for the 3. AJ West, Kabahog. Basket will not count. And it will be Dragons to inbound. This is a little bit better by the Dragons, Ray. They got a basket, they got to stop. But like you said, they've got to do that, 10 times.
Yep, 10 more times. Horace Wen there, guilty of a reach-in, or a loose ball foul, rather, on AJ West.
West. Kokau. Kokau steps back. Quek with the rebound. Quek with the 2. And knocks it down. This is a good run by the Dragons. If they can just get to the 70 mark, this will make the game interesting. Hakeem Scott, but they've got to body up on Hakeem Scott. This man does not know what keys mean. Keys to switch off the engine of a car, because he is a motor today, like Dre says. And I'm saying it right now, he's my vote for player of the game.
Well, he's definitely, I don't see I guess the closest second would be Moses Morgan for the Saigon Heat. He's definitely been the main focus here. Williams misses that 2-pointer, and off and running are the Dragons.
Ooh, almost a turnover there. Kokau open, pulls up. Kokau! Kabahog, alley-oop, and one! The Westports Malaysia Dragons are coming alive right here at MABA Stadium. Do they have time, Dre?
There's still a lot of time to see this replay here. Kabahog gets the loose ball, throws one up to AJ West. AJ West finishes through the contact. We'll go to the line for one more.
Potential three-point play coming up by AJ West, the man I like to call the Piano Man. Has a lot of musical ability, not just himself, but in his family as well. Moses Morgan, Dre, fourth foul.
That's going to put a little bit of a damper still. This is the fourth quarter. As you see.
Chris Thomas looking surprised, Dre.
Yeah, because I think it's called. Was there a technical foul called that we missed?
There was a technical.
I'm not quite sure. Might have been.
Well, the Dragons.
I think we were a little bit too excited with that play. Might have missed the call.
That's true, but the Dragons contingent will not be complaining about that. They've got the ball. But Saigon still have the lead, and that's the most important thing. But let's hope for a barnstorm finish because we want exciting basketball. We being ASEAN Basketball League fans. Kabahog. West off the knee of Morgan. Scott athletic to keep it in. Mike Williams. Ang Yuen. And he still couldn't finish. Munson. Morgan with the steal. Scott, they've got the numbers. Kokau. Scott and scores. Well done, Hakeem Scott. Dragons got to be a lot better in transition there. Kokau. Quick. Off target. Williams with the rebound. Here comes the Saigon Heat. Still wanting to attack Morgan. He was about to pull up, but the referee made a call. So this is more interesting than the last two. Well, the last quarter, Dre. Last quarter was almost one-way traffic. Well, ish.
Yeah, it is. You see here, Kakao guilty of that reach-in on that last play. And timeout called by Saigon.
Timeout is finished, and Mike Williams inbounds. Scott, the live wire. Esho, and one. Maxi Esho. He's a contender, Dre, for player of the game.
He is, but more importantly, with that foul, I think it was on Munson. That's his fifth foul, and he will have to sit the rest of this game.
That just got a lot harder for the Dragons. Their best player, Joshua Munson, to the bench, and he'll have to take an early shower. Esho. And Maxi Esho also played in the G League. He was a prediction once upon a time to play in the NBA. Hang. Good to see a young man on the court here for the Dragons. Can he step up? Yihao turns the ball over. And they're quick in transition. Williams. And because they're so quick in transition, they get the basket. Well done, Saigon Heat. Love that transition play, Dre.
Yeah, defense to offense, get a steal, and they break.
Hang puts it up. That's nerves there, Dre.
Yeah, definitely not the best shot the Dragons could have gotten that possession. Scott finishes another layup for Saigon.
And it's back to a 30-point lead. for the Westports Malaysia Dragons, who are staring at their biggest defeat in the history of the ASEAN Basketball League. But it's still 5 minutes and 51 seconds left to go. John Ng coming on, and it's good to see that Coach Carl Julius is bringing on number 5 and number 14. Leng Ok Tu is number 14 for the Saigon Heat, and number 5 is Toh Wan Trom. Toh Wan Trom, shall I say? Xin Chao to these two local talents. Nice guys too. Speak to Toh Wan Trom before both games when they come here. Yi Hao spots up. Esho with the easy rebound. So Coach Chris Thomas not playing AJ West. Yi Hao with the rebound earlier. Wong Yi Hao. Mike Williams pushes the ball out. Dragons ball. And your assessment today, Dre, of the Dragons?
Well, the early foul trouble from both AJ West and Quek really put the Dragons' rotations into a bit of a tizzy. 5 minutes to go. They already had both of their bigs in foul trouble. And it was tough to come back from that for the Dragons. You see, that's why you see John Ng and some of the young guys seeing extended minutes.
Patrick Kabahog kicks out. John Ng. This is that. Williams with the rebound.
Then defensively, the Dragons just were unable to keep Saigon out of the paint. You see another layup given up by the Dragons as Williams finishes an easy
turnover. The turnovers have cost the Dragons a lot today as well, Dre.
Yes, they have. Unable to take care of the ball. Yi Hao gets the steal right back, though.
Patrick Kabahog. He's good from downtown. That's what he's good for. Ting for the reverse. Back tap, but tried to get the ball. And Heng and Toh Wan Trom. And there's some good minutes there by Heng. That'll give him some confidence. He's a development player, young man. He's more of a development player. He played really, really well at the Gemin Mall 2 years back, Dre, when we commentated. He was voted the best player at the FIBA Under-18 3x3 Championships, where Malaysia came 3rd. And Philippines came 2nd. And Qatar, the big Qatar team.
He definitely has a chance to develop into a very dynamic player for Malaysia.
He's young as well. John Ng kicks out. Yi Hao for the 3. Shot's not going down for the Dragons. Stephen Ng Yuen just trying to get some confidence back and some fitness back. He's battled with some injuries ever since the SEA Games. Mike Williams with a 3-pointer. And what goes around comes around, they say, Dre, sometimes, because I remember the days not too long ago when you and I commentated, and the Dragons used to really, really have some blowout victories over Saigon.
Yeah, I remember those as well. Seems like it's been a while. But this particular Saigon Heat team, great showing. The MABA Stadium has another offensive rebound given up by the Dragons.
Ng Yuen couldn't finish right there. He's struggling offensively today. Kabahog for the 3. Yi Hao had the ball, lost the ball, and got the ball back. And he pushes the ball off. Toh Wan Trom.
It's a pushing foul on Trom.
We're coming back on the court, and Mike Williams has had a great game today for the Saigon Heat. He's 21 points by Mike Williams. Timeout call by the Saigon Heat. So Kyle Julius, there's Jane Victor right there, the coach of the cheerleaders, with the fingers up. Thank you, Jane, for doing a good job with our Dragonettes. Wong Yi Hao at the charity stripe. But Dre, we can't see it on camera right now, but almost all locals for the Saigon Heat. You've got number 14, Leng Ngok Tu, number 17, Ng Yuen Huing Hai, Horace Ng Yuen, Stephen Ng Yuen, and number 5, Tok Wan Trom. So this is the Saigon Heat versus Malaysia. It's almost like the replay of the 5th, 6th ranking game in the SEA Games. And Malaysia won that game.
And it's good to see the locals from Saigon Heat getting some time on the court. Provides some critical development minutes for them.
Kakao with the fake and drive, but can't finish. Ng Yuen, Stephen Ng Yuen. Good pass. Couldn't quite fit, and won! Well done to Horace Ng Yuen. Not the tallest guy on the court, but he's a good fighter and he's a good guy to have on your team.
Yeah, another offensive rebound given out by the Dragons there. And Horace made them pay.
Well, Horace Ng Yuen, I quite like him. Quite a short guy. 24 years of age, 5'8", part of the 2017 SEA Games team that finished 6th under Coach Todd Purvis. Don't forget, Coach Todd Purvis, an ABL champion with the Indonesia Warriors in season 2012. In that team was Mario Wusong of the CLS Knights, Steve Demon Thomas, Evan Brock, Jared Cañada, just to say a few names. Kakao.
You're 5'8", aren't you, Ben?
No, I'm 6'8", man. Didn't you know that?
Must be the platforms you wear.
No. You can't count. You can't count, and your vision is a bit blurred. So, hey, come on. Where's your nominee for Player of the Game? You've been very quiet.
I just said it was Moses Morgan.
Did you say Moses Morgan?
I did say it was
I'm going to watch
Morgan.
the replay of this game and see if you said Moses Morgan. Well, Moses Morgan, he's had a good game. 26 points.
Yes, he has. And I believe I called the last winner of our Nestle Lamont band.
No, I don't know.
Mario Wusong won the Player of the Game, so.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see at the end of the season the tally. I won last season. Yeah.
I'm gonna have like a kilo worth of Nestle Lamont by the end of the season. All right?
Well, you know what? Rice is good food, home comfort food. Queck. West being sworn by a number of Saigon Heat players. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left.
Your West with 3 Saigon Heat players around him. A lot of contact. Go to the line here.
AJ West makes one shot. And AJ West, he's had a very inconsistent season. He replaced Curtis Washington, bricks that one. And what do you think, Drake? Will Coach Chris Thomas have a look at where he's at the start? Will he? Sometimes coaches panic and make replacements, imports-wise.
Yeah, it's tough to say. I mean, I'm not sure. This hasn't been an ideal situation, especially considering Marcus Marshall having an injury. I'm not sure how long he's going to be out for. We saw him play a couple of minutes at the start of this game.
Kakao, I wonder if Marcus Marshall's injury continues, I wonder if Coach Thomas will send an SOS to Kiwi Gardner. Last I heard he was playing in China.
Oh, Kiwi Gardner, definitely a very dynamic player.
He can score.
He can score. Not sure whether that system that Coach is trying to build will fit that.
Well, one thing about Kiwi that some of the critics said he didn't share the ball enough. He was more, but I mean, what? His production points were high, and the Dragons needed that at that time. Your opinion, Joe?
Yeah, again, it really depends on what, the kind of system that Coach wants to build. You see, with as AJ West gets fouled again down low, if you want to be a perimeter-heavy team, then you're going to have to fill in with a perimeter player to fill in Marcus Marshall's shoes should he be out for an extended amount of time.
Well, Horace Ng Yuen goes to the bench. David Viet Arnold comes back on court. AJ West makes that shot right there. And now AJ West of the Westports Malaysia Dragons with 15 points. This would make it 16. It is 16, but it doesn't really matter because the Saigon Heat, this is a historical moment for them and their franchise. A good job to Connor Ng Yuen as well. And Stephen Ng Yuen in and out. You can't buy a shot today. Chiu Kok Hao. Kok Hao. Kwek. Yi Hao. West. And what's the referee gonna call right here?
It's going to be a pushing foul. AJ West fouled in the act of shooting. We'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Well, AJ West trying to finish strong right here for the Westports Malaysia Dragons. And it's been a tough one to watch if you're a Dragons fan today. The Dragons started with much promise, had a good first quarter, and they had a decent game against Hong Kong despite the inconsistencies. Manson with 30 points. Kwek Ten Yen with 17 points, and Wong Yi Hao with an all-record, record high 16 points for individual, that is. Stephen Ng Yuen for the 2, and he makes a bucket. Stephen Ng Yuen, he'd be pumped about that. That will lift his confidence. Lost the ball. Ng Yuen, can he get another one? Leng Ok Tu, Leng Ok Tu!
Nice move there to get the ball over the much taller Kwek.
West responds straight back. And this will be a huge Saigon Heat victory, Dre. They'll be pumped about this. Well done to Kyle Julius, David Singleton, the assistant coach. And an all-round team effort today by the Saigon Heat. Very impressive. We must give credit, Dre.
Yeah, they did. They played a heck of a game. Akeem Scott was on fire, and the catalyst behind this win for Saigon Heat. He finished with 26 points. Moses Morgan also with 26. So it looks like both of our votes for player of the game are tied in the points category.
So Huan Trom, who used to play for the Thăng Long Warriors in Vietnam. So a 31-point lead. And the Dragons, turnover again. I think that will be a column in the stats column that, good block there by Kwek, but Leng Ok Tu is there to get the ball and score. Dragons want some points before the end of the game. West. Stephen Ng Yuen will get the last basket of the game. And the Saigon Heat defeat the Westports Malaysia Dragons 114-81. And Coach Chris Thomas trying to give some compliments to Kyle Julius, but Kyle Julius just rushing back to the changing room. So, not a game that we expected, Dre.
No, definitely not. In fact, even in the first quarter, it looked to be a nice competitive game. But again, the Dragons' inability to take care of the ball has resulted in this huge victory for the Saigon Heat.
So looks like we are still trying to get an interview with the winning coach, Kyle Julius, and the player of the game, but the Saigon Heat look like they've rushed back to the changing room. Are they trying to get back to, because they've got a game against Thailand, but it is the full-time score. It is the Saigon Heat 114 and the Westports Malaysia Dragons 81. So We're still trying to chase down the respective coach, but still, I think the interviews will not happen right here today, and we do apologize about that. And the Westports Malaysia Dragons right there in a huddle, but well done to the Saigon Heat. What a game, Dre.
Yeah.
And they played very, very well.
Yes, they did. They did everything they needed to win this one. Great on the defensive end, shooting the lights out from downtown on the offensive end. Saigon would be definitely happy with this win.
A great victory for the Saigon Heat. For the Westports Malaysia Dragons, some soul searching to be done. But we'll catch you next time, everyone. That's the end of our game today. On behalf of Andre Reza, Ruth Ho, and everybody here at RTM, and myself, Ben Ibrahim, thank you for being with us. And we'll catch you next time when the Westports Malaysia Dragons play right here in the ASEAN Basketball League. Take care and have a great day.